Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel and the second lot of tank rebalancing. So we're going to get straight into it because there are a few. Now, of course, yesterday's video I missed off just a couple of the American lines. So the Concept 1B, the reload from 8.63 to 8.44. And the scatter factor of the gun when the turret is returning. Basically, that is the bloom of the gun as your turret is turning. Because I've seen a few people ask that. So a little change. I think overall that is, it's better for the Concept 1B. The reload, of course, is getting better, but not a massive change. Now the XM66F, which is my favourite tank in the game, basically because it is just so OP. I just don't get it, because the aim time is going to 5.1 from 5, which is nothing really, but the reload is decreasing. It doesn't need a freaking change. It's OP as it is. But from 786 to 767, it's getting APCR instead of AP. I just don't understand that change at all. The E4, the power to weight ratio is dropping, the rotation speed is dropping, the view range is dropping, but the aim time is dropping, and it's getting the sandbag provision. So it's what it is. The E3 rotation speed is dropping, the view range is increasing, the aim time is increasing, the reload time is decreasing, which is good, and the penetration of the gold shell is going to 380. So I think that overall that is a nice change for the E3. Yes, the view range isn't much, but to be fair, you don't play this like a tank destroyer. You get up close and personal. So overall, I don't think that is a bad change for the E3. Then you've got the M6Y. The aim time is dramatically increasing for the 120mm gun, 4.6 to 5.4. The aim time for the 105mm gun is also massively increasing. The power to rate ratio is increasing, and the max speed is just going to 38. So yeah, I don't really like that change for the M6Y, and of course the front plate is decreasing armor to 160. So yeah, that is a bad change there for the M6Y. The T95E6 power to weight ratio is decreasing by quite a lot. The rotation speed is increasing by quite a lot, and you can see the turret armor, the cupola, whatever it is, the hatch is increasing, which is quite a nice little buff there, I think, for that E6, because that hatch is very troll, but yeah, it was weak, but now it is getting a little bit stronger. Now the next things to come, now we are having a new tech tree as well. So we're getting the French tech tree medium, the tier 7, the AMX 13 M24, the tier 8, the Iraq 105 Proto, the project, is it Louis, one of them, and of course the Morat. Now I have played the Morat. Is it exciting? I don't think the line is that exciting, but it is a new tech tree line, and we all like that new tech tree line. So that is also coming in Season 5 as well. Moving on to more changes. Now the AMX 30B, it's getting spool liner provision. Okay. Why? I don't know. But the reticle calibration consumable, the power to weight ratio is decreasing, and the reload time is increasing. So I don't like that. I don't think anyone's really going to use the spool liner. I don't think it needs it, to be fair. But it is what it is. The AMX 50B, the aim time is increasing, and of course then you are, things like this, the penetration on your HE, 65 to 69. Does that warrant the increase of aim time? I really don't know. But that is not like a massive change, but the aim, yeah, it is what it is. FCM 50T, it's a tier 8 that no one ever really plays. So you're getting the reload time decrease, which is quite nice, the sandbag provision, and improved engine power boost. So it will go a little bit quicker. The AMX M445, AMX M454, which they got it wrong there, it's not the 49. The reload time is decreasing, it's getting reactive armor, and the armor on the front plate is actually getting better, from 210 to 220. Yeah, not a bad buff there for the AMX M454. Moving on, the Batchat. So we all love the Batchat. I think the Batchat is a very, very good tank. Is it going to be as good? So the reload time on the 105mm is increasing to 18.6 seconds. Yeah, that's a massive increase for the reload. Now the gun scatter, 0.1 to 0.16, which is nothing. The main shell on the 105mm is moving to APCR. The 100mm gun on the scatter, again, decreasing a little bit. Aim time on the 100mm is going down to 3.6. The reload in between each shell on the 100mm is going down from 2.5 to 2.2. The view range is decreasing by 20 as well. And of course, the armor is decreasing on that upper plate just by 10. So overall, I don't think it's a massive change for the Batchat, but you know, it does have almost a second and a half more on your reload time on the 105mm. The Foch 155, the alpha damage is going from 500 to 560, and the alpha damage on the different gun is going from 600 to 620. The reverse speed is going up by 2. The terrain crossing is going up a little bit from 95 to 104, 80, then 52 to 80 and 70. Reload time for the 155mm SA58 AC in Mod 2 is increasing by almost a second, well, just about a second. Rotation speed is increasing. The power to weight ratio is decreasing by quite a bit, and the view range is decreasing by a little bit. And of course, the armor as well is getting a bit better, especially on that hatch on top, and the front plate from 180 to 200. So overall, I don't think that's a bad change for the Foch 155. The WZ113 GFT, another tank destroyer that no one really plays, but which I absolutely love. I thought they would, buff this massively just to make people want to play it, but I don't think they really have. The engine power has decreased by 100, the reload time is increasing, the rotation speed is decreasing, and the alpha damage is just getting 10 more, but it is having the reactive armor consumable as well. I thought they would have buffed it a bit more, to be fair. I think it does need it. I like it, but not many people do, so they could have buffed it a lot better. The WZ1321 penetration going from 237 standard to 232, 302 on your APC on your premium round to 300, and then your HE from 55 to 50. So it's getting a nerf on its penetration. The scatter is nothing to write home about. The view range is increasing to 280. Your reload time is decreasing. So basically, you're getting less pen, but you're getting better DPM by almost half a second. Which, okay, I can live with that. The 5A HP is going up by 50. The shot dispersion is going down to 0.364. Power to weight ratio is going down, and rotation hull is going up. So again, not a massive change for the 5A. WZ121 reload time is increasing by almost half a second, 9.1 second for a reload. Yes, it does have the alpha, but you know what, 9.1 second for the reload I still think is going to massively hurt this tank. Rotation speed turret is going down, power to weight ratio, and the reactive armor consumable. The WZ113, again, nothing really to write home about. It's getting an extra 100 hit points, basically. That is about it. The power to weight ratio is dropping just a little bit. The 121B, another tank that not many people do play. It's not the best of tanks by all means. It is increasing the hit points by 50, and again the power to weight ratio, and it's getting a little bit better armor, one on the turret and on the hull. 114 SP2, just the armor really is changing. Only a little bit, to be fair. 10 on the side of the turret there on the cheeks, and where the gun mantlet is increasing by 10 as well. So nothing major for the 114. Type 59 hit points is going up 70, reloaded going down, adaptive concealment mechanic, and of course the armor is increasing as well. So yeah, nice little change there for the Type 59. Moving on, the Death Star, the shell speed is decreasing by quite a bit. The aim time is increasing to 6.4, and the gun dispersion is decreasing. Again, it's a tank that they didn't really need to touch. So yes, I mean, you're making the aim time worse, but you're making the dispersion better. I think it should have been the other way round, to be fair. But, you know, Wargaming knows. The FE215, which is basically the Badger, 217, the speed is going up by 2. The terrain crossing is getting changed by a little bit there. The rotation hull is dropping. The view range is also dropping. So not a massive change for the Badger. FE4005, aim time 4.6 to 5.1. View range is dropping, and the scatter. So yeah, a nerf there for the FE4005. FE215B, the view range is going up to 250, getting more hit points and getting worse aim time. I don't think that's going to hurt the FE215B too much, in my honest opinion. The FE4202, again the scatter, the aim time on the L7A1 gun is going down to 3.9. It's getting more hit points, but the penetration on the L7A1 gun, 255, is going down to 248. 300 is sticking the same, and so is the 65. That is the heat gun. It's not the Hesh gun, it's the heat gun. The Super Conqueror, aim time going up by quite a bit. Again, the gun dispersion coefficient after firing the gun, 0.2 to 0.13, nothing crazy. Reverse speed is dropping just a little bit. Reloaded time is dropping a little bit. And of course, the gun dispersion is dropping a little bit. So overall, aim time is increasing by half a second. But I think the dispersion and the reload time and the reactive armor consumable kind of makes up for that. So I don't think that's a bad change for the Super Conqueror. Vickers Light now is moving from 1700 hit points to 1750. The reload time is decreasing. The alpha is increasing, which is good. I mean, I don't think this is a bad buff at all for the Vickers. So it's getting more hit points. The reload time is dropping by around half a second. You've got 300 alpha normal on your standard, 260, which is going to 350. Really? 260 to 350? I don't understand that, to be fair. I think they might have got that wrong. It does say it down the bottom, actually. So let's just have a look. The Vickers, the shot dispersion should be replaced by gold. So I don't know what that is, but hey-ho. Penetration is going up as well. Dispersion is going up a little bit. Terrain crossing is going down. Okay, so it's going from HE to Hesh. So the Vickers is getting Hesh, which is why the penetration is going, the alpha is going to 350 on the Hesh. So that's nice change. It's getting Hesh. I love Hesh, so I think that is absolutely fantastic for the Vickers Light. Had me confused then. Had me confused with the alpha there. 260 on your heat is going to 350. What the hell? But yeah, so it's getting Hesh. So I think the Vickers Light will actually be a very, very nice tank, especially with the reduced reduced reload time as well. Chieftain, rotation speed is dropping. Aim time is increasing by, again, like almost just over half a second. The scatter, the penetration, 260, it's going down to 255. The 310, I mean, I think that should be, let's have a look what they've said here. So Old is 360, so damage is 400, 360 on the, because this is getting Hesh as well. So you got 360 currently on your premium round and 515 on your HE, but it's going to 400 and then a 470 alpha because it's getting Hesh, and of course the 515 on the cheap Hesh. And of course, as you can see, it's going Hesh, and even more important, it's getting tungsten shells as well. Imagine that. Tungsten shells with the Hesh. I think that is a very, very nice change there for the Chieftain Mark 6, and of course for the Vickers Light. So that is it for today. What changes are you most looking forward to on this bunch? I definitely think the Chieftain and the Vickers are going to benefit, but a lot of the rest of them, you know, I don't think, some of them I just don't, again, I don't understand some of the changes, the Death Star changes. Yeah, I really don't understand some of these changes, but clearly these are what changes are needed because Wargaming say so, but I'm sure the community don't. Now let's just have a look at the votes, because that is something we didn't have a look at. So the votes for the French line, again, 141 against the 414 negative downvotes. People are liking the French, the Batchat and the Foch, clearly, because that's got quite a lot of upvotes, which is fair enough. The Chinese, again, not a massive like for the Chinese, apart from these three tanks, the 112B, the 121B, the 114 and the Type 59. And of course, the British, people were not actually liking them changes at all. But then you move down, again, people are not liking these changes at all. Personally, I don't mind the Vickers and the Chieftain because they're getting Hesh. That is basically all that is. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, we'll be back tomorrow for some more update videos. So I'll see you then. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.